First, I would like to welcome everybody here. There are many familiar faces from ceremony and many that were not at ceremony. We're gathered today to speak about why the ceremony was called into existence in the first place. We're gathered today to discuss why it is the Mayan prophets, the prophecy, the Hopi prophecy, asked for the ceremony to happen, and why it was on the days that it was asked to be placed on, and what's happened since then. For hundreds and hundreds of years, the Mayans, the Hopi, the Native Americans here and elsewhere, the indigenous peoples, have spoke about a day that would come on our planet when things would shift, when things would change. That our planet would literally die as it was and come again anew. Many people hear this and think, 2012, it's all over. Grandfather Alejandro from South America has again and again and again said, do not be afraid. There is nothing to fear. It is a death that does not mean we will all be destroyed, but a death in how we perceive life, how we act out. We will change. This is what this ceremony was about.
This ceremony helped heal hearts and helped heal men and helped heal women. And it sounded pretty harsh and very difficult and very painful. And that's what we needed to do.
It came to me about a year ago that the ceremony is now being asked to come to the planet. And I was asked to hold part of the ceremony. And frankly, it scared me to death. To be in charge of something so enormous and be little old me was terrifying. First, I know, and I would like to say, I am very human. I have many, many faults. I am a young woman who was not raised in the reservation of my mother, but I have been being taught since I was very young. Being taught so that I may help bring in some new wisdoms that are being asked to be taught to the masses at this time. As a young child, I was not really like the other kids, which was very difficult. I saw things very, very differently in colors, in textures, in sounds. So as you can imagine, my childhood was a bit different from others. I was looked at as a little bit weird, and it was hard. It was hard growing up, being extremely different. But now as an adult, I can see that these were great blessings. I understand how to speak to nature, and nature does speak back to me. I'm not afraid to admit this now. I am not a child anymore. And the lessons that I've been taught by Mother Earth, visitors from different places, beautiful ancestors and the grandmothers past, have given me some wisdoms, as well as other people have been given these same exact wisdoms to share with the people here on the planet at this time. This has a lot to do with the ceremony. When I became shaman, the grandmothers who did call said that they understood the grandmothers past and the ancient ones had been teaching me since I was 8 years old, which relieved me, that's for sure, because I thought I was half nuts as a kid. So it was a relief to be understood, not just understood, but to be told that there's a group of people on this planet who have been given the same exact gifts and teachings as I have been. These are wisdom keepers, teachers, and shamans from all over the globe. Don Alejandro, if you do not know who this is the keeper of all Mayan prophecy. He's very much alive, a beautiful man. There's a group of people on the planet that he talks about as wisdom keepers and teachers who would all be on the planet at this very exact moment, bringing different wisdoms and teachings to the rest of us. I don't want to sound like I have the answers. I don't want to sound like I am the great teacher, because I'm not. I have many faults, and I am a human being. But as a wisdom keeper, I do also have responsibility. And so this is why we're gathered here today, to speak about what this ceremony was that took place.
I've been a seer for many, many years, so I had never heard this woman's voice before. And when I got to the place that little grandmother was at, I asked who she was, because we didn't know each other, and I was expecting an older person. And, well, little grandmother. Well, I walked through this circle. They pointed to the tent, the teepee, and there she was. As soon as I heard her voice, I said, "You woke me up this morning." And at the same time, little grandmother was dreaming me coming through the circle, and she woke up and told them, Sister Wolf is coming. So we both made a connection at that time of the morning.
Like I said earlier, I was contacted about a year ago and asked to perform this ceremony. And there were 3 very specific things to take place at ceremony. One in particular, the first, was we were charged with healing our Mother Earth. We think about this now, what did she need to be healed of? Well, think about it. Our planet is dying. Our mother is dying. We take without replenishing. We kill without excuse. For so long, as human beings on this planet, for generation after generation, we have used our intelligence unwisely. We've become destructive beings. Intelligence is a gift, and yet we have used it to kill one another, rape and pillage, plunder the earth. And so now part of ceremony was called that the first day would be dedicated to the healing of this earth, to feel sorry for what we've done to her, to acknowledge what we have done to her, to realize once again that Mother Earth is not a rock that we live on. It is not something that we own. She's very much alive. One of the wisdoms, the ancient wisdoms that have been lost and that have been asked to be brought back after the time of ceremony, is the teaching that Mother Earth is very much a beautiful woman. She is all creation of feminine energy. Her energy is what moves through each of us, through the soles of our feet. She is what keeps us alive. And there is this remembrance that must happen. We do not own the earth. None of us have the right to dig her up, or use her, or neglect her. One of the things that I would like to say now is part of the prophecy, part of the wisdom given to those of us who are in charge of speaking. And this might be hard to hear, but there are many, many intelligent life forms out there who love our Mother Earth. They love us as well as their children. They want us to succeed. They want us to remember who we are and take care of the Mother. But I say with all sincerity, if we do not take care of the Mother, we will be removed. This is